Hi, good afternoon everyone. I'm going to discuss to you the last lesson actually. This is very important kasi kasama siya sa exam natin sa Monday, which is about power. So again, there are 6 types of power. We have legitimate, referent, coercive, reward power, expert power, tsaka information power. But before we go on with the specifics of the types of power, kailangan we set again the fundamental meaning of what power is. And based on our discussion, we define power as the ability for someone to make others follow a command. Or sa Tagalog, yung kakayanan ng isang tao na magpasunod. Diba? That is power. And now, when you talk about types of power, there are different ways kung paano nakakapagpasunod ng tao. Ngayon, the first one is legitimate power. The legitimate power, ang pinakakailangan na tandaan natin doon, is the power is coming from a legitimate position or role. Pag sinabi natin legitimate position, it is more likely equivalent with professional position. Halimbawa, sa classroom, ang treasurer, yung treasurer nyo, siya ang may karapatan at siya lang kaya magpasunod sa inyo na magbigay ng pera sa kanya. Kasi she has the position of being a treasurer. She has the legitimate position of being a treasurer. Okay? So that is the first one. Okay? Actually, yan yung pinag-aagawan ngayon ng mga tao na kumakandidato. They wanted to have that certain legitimate position. Kasi definitely, if they are in the legitimate position, they have authority or they have power over the people, or based on the role that they will have in the government. Nagdadrive nga pala ako. Another thing, the next one is referent power. When you say referent power, it pertains to a very abstract power. Kasi hindi siya basta nakikita, pero you can feel it. Kasi referent power focus more on the charisma of the person or the influence of the person. Pwede kasi na wala kang legitimate position, pero you can make others follow you because of your influence, because of your charisma. Example, Bo Sanchez or Jay Shetty, if you want. So those kind of people has referent power. Lalo na before, we have Jesus as a perfect example of someone who has a referent power, na even others doesn't acknowledge a certain legitimate position of being a God. Others just look at him as a simple individual, and yet they are following him because of the way he speaks. It is very charismatic. It is very influential. So that is referent power. The next power is coercive power. Ito medyo madali lang to. Madali nyo siya ma-identify. Kasi yung coercive power, it is a power which is based on coercion. Now, question, what is coercion? Coercion, it is making someone follow you through force. It's like you're threatening them. Parang tinatakot mo sila. One example is for fixed marriages. Or not fixed marriages, yung forced marriages. Yung tipo na, bakasalan mo yung anak ko. Kung hindi, papatayin ko buong pamilya mo. Yung tipong ganon. So that is more on a coercive power. Actually, when we were kids, we already experienced a coercive power when we were young. Remember yung mga panakot sa atin ni mama at ni papa, ni mami at daddy nyo na, for example, pag di ka nag-aral, pag ikaw ay bumagsak, papaluin kita. Sige, pag lumabas ka, papaluin kita, paluluhudin kita sa asin na may nakapatong na libro sa kamay. So that is another kind of power, and that is coercive power. Basta just remember, through force or when you threaten someone. Okay? The next kind of power is we start with the expert power. Very easy to understand. Expert power is more on the idea of expertise, yung professionality mo. When you are expert on a thing, halimbawa, kung ikaw ay masakit ng tiyan, normally saan tayo napunta? O kung sa mga paramdam mo, there's something wrong with yourself, physically, so saan tayo napunta? Sa engineer or sa doctor? normally sa doctor. Kasi we know that that doctor has an expert power or has an expertise which is proper for our need. And if that is the case, normally what they say we follow because they have expert power. So that is expert power in a very short definition. Iba-iba yan. Kaya nga pag nagpagawa tayong bahay, lapit tayo sa maalam. Hindi basta kung kani-kanino. Okay? So that is expert power. Next is reward power. Reward power is one of the most obvious power among them all. Kasi pag sinabi reward power, this is the capacity of someone to give material rewards or material things to make others follow them. Halimbawa, pag nung bata tayo, pag tayo ay nakapasa, naging honor, o kaya pag naglinis tayo ng bahay, bibigyan tayo ng 20 pagkatapos 20 pesos, kaya tayo nasunod. There's a reward power. It is like an external motivation given by someone. Hindi lang basta sa bahay, pwede din yan sa trabaho, pwede din yan sa ibang bagay na kikilos tayo kasi may kapalit na material na bagay. And the reward power is not only for positive reward. Kasi the reward power sometimes can be used in a negative way. Halimbawa ay yung mga gun for hire. I'll give you 10,000 pesos if you kill this certain man, which is my enemy. Okay? So that is a reward power. So that's it. So the last one is informative power. Sorry hirap mag-drive eh. Informative power is a power which is focused on the information that you have. And this kind of power is the most flexible one. Why? Because it can stick with other kinds of power. Pwede siyang informative na coercive, pwede siyang informative na referent, pwede siyang informative na expert power. Okay, why? Kasi it talks about the information that you have. How can an information today make someone follow you? I'll give you one example. Negative thing. When you have knowledge about something against that person, you have an information against that person, you can blackmail him or her para sumunod sa'yo. Bili mo ako ng soft drinks doon. Ay, kung hindi, sabihin ko na bakla ka. Halimbawa, gano'n, di ba? So that is what we call informational power in a negative sense. Pero in a good sense, it can be used also. Did you get it? Kagaya ngayon, what is the main source of the information today? The social media, right? Especially for the kids, especially for us millennials. Social media is the most dominant source of information for everyone. Na kung ano yung pakita ng social media, normally we easily believe in it. We easily follow what they're saying. Okay? Pero we must be careful in that way kasi hindi naman po lahat ng nasa social media ay tama. There's fake news now, and I tell you, fake news is something which is practiced systematically, na parang inaaral na siya, na hindi ka na basta mag-fake news, parang inaaral na yung systematic way on how to make a fake news. Imagine, that's part of the change in society which we need not to adopt. Okay? So this is informative power. Paano natin makakontra yung mga fake news? Simply through reading and through education. But the problem is we are so dwelled into the idea of doing social media and just playing Mobile Legends. Kaya naman pag may sinabing about democracy, kung ano ilabas sa Facebook, paniniwalaan mo na agad because you weren't able to read something about democracy that you can use to refute the certain idea kung mali ba yan o tama ba yan. Kaya nga sa research natin, meron tayong mga RRL tsaka references. Why? Because para establish yung ating sinasabing facts or opinion about a certain phenomenon or idea. Same goes with the Facebook thing. Pag nakita tayo, if we have ample knowledge, if we have stock knowledge of a certain idea like democracy, hindi tayo basta maniniwala. We can refute it. Diba? That is information power. Focus tayo sa Mobile Legends. Kaya, saan tayo nakapag-react? Dito sa mga facts about Mobile Legends, parang yung isa ko nakita ng example, yung cosplay, yung si Layla naman yung itsura, pero si Eudora daw, many were reacting that telling that people is full kasi it's really Layla, not Eudora. See, they know how to refute it because they dwell on playing it. They spend time playing Mobile Legends kaya they know what is true. So, I guess, it's not bad to play, but it's not also bad to read and make yourself, enhance yourself with educational text and referential text. I guess that would be all for power. Medyo nadilim na, nagdadrive na din, hindi na ako kita kasi may time ako. If you have questions or clarifications, you just approach me or simply chat me. Okay, goodbye guys. Bye-bye. See, still driving. So na yan. Tig na. Bye-bye.